Hi, how are you doing?
Hi, good, thank you.
So I'm gonna make you a couple questions about your job. So,
Okay.
the first question is, what is your current job title or position, and how long have you been in this role?
I've my current role is architecture one. Even though I started in a new company on June this month,
Mm-hmm.
this year, I've been on that position for 4 years already.
Okay, for 4 years. Okay. The second question is, how did you get this job, and what kinds of experience and preparation help you the most?
Uh, I got this job through LinkedIn, the professional website. Um, I honestly was not looking for that job that
Mm-hmm.
time, but I just graduated from architecture as a major and construction management as a minor. So that updated all my profiles. So companies started looking for me when they realized that I graduated with a good GPA, with good preparation. What helped me prepare and what experience I got in order to get to this job is that previously I worked in another architecture firm
Okay.
called Cooper Carey and another one called Nelson. Those two are the major architectural firms in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
So that helped me with this specific firm. It is a smaller firm, which I was looking for, and they just contacted me as soon as I graduated. They saw my resume.
Okay. What is the name of your company again?
Raymond Engineering.
Raymond Engineer. Okay. Thank you. The third question is, what advice would you have for someone like me who is considering this field?
Pay attention to the details during each semester because I believe that each year during school helped me in a different way. Each professor, each teammate in either at work or school, I learned something different from everyone, and I managed to keep my way of doing things, even though I was working with other people. So keep in mind all of the details. You're gonna use them all.
Right.
Always try to go above and beyond because when you graduate, still there are gonna be new things, and school is not real life.
Mm-hmm.
So in my case, it was good that on my second year of architecture,
Yeah.
I started working on architecture firms already. So when I graduated, I was already like
Okay.
I had a little bit of experience of how things were going to be
In
like
your
in
in
real
your
life.
sophomore year? Okay. Oh,
Yes,
that's cool.
yeah.
That's
So
very
that helped me a
impressive.
lot.
Yeah. The next question is, what do you enjoy the most about your job?
That I study for it, like it is exactly what the major that I chose, and being able to actually work on that is the best part. Like you keep learning every day, and you keep applying things that you already learned, either during school time or previous days during the job. So, like you are providing to a company
Yeah.
where you're actually learning what you wanted to learn as well. So it's
Okay.
really good to put it in practice.
Nice. Now, what is the environment like? Sorry. What is the environment like in which you work?
I work from home.
Oh, that's nice.
It is a hybrid position, to be honest. Since 2020, I've been working from home. And now that we're able to go to the office, we choose which days to go. So when I go to the office, it is very friendly. They are like happy to see each other because since we are working from home most of the time,
Yeah.
once we see each other, like, hey, yeah, we're together. It's good to see you. But when I'm working from home, still since it is architecture, you can do most of the things online. The only thing that might change, like if you need to go to a site visit, that'll be different. But the rest, you are able to interact with people during video calls or markups. But you can still do everything digital. So it is good. You have your own environment.
Yeah, that's what I would like to do. That's why I like architecture too, because you can work from home, or you can like have your like kind of your own schedule from home and work at your time. That's really nice.
Yes.
The next question is, do you work in a team or independent environment?
Team.
Team.
Because even though I work from home, so I'm by myself, still I'm always talking with my supervisors or my co-workers online or teams, but it's always a teamwork. You are not going to do anything by yourself unless you are not working in a company.
All right. The next question is, how does this style impact your work? Meaning, working with others can be challenging, supportive, helpful, frustrating, and working independently can be lonely, empowering, difficult. Like, basically, like how your style works impacts you. Like, yeah.
Well, you're asking me how it is working as a team and working individually?
Yeah.
Well, as you mentioned, working as a team, it can be, since you are with different people, let's say you are working with one specific person, that person might be not organized and I'm super organized. So still we have to get to the point where we finish the job, where we finish the project. So I have to be patient and like, okay, this person is not like this. So you have to figure out the way of talking. So it can be frustrating sometimes, but also you're learning from the other people. So that's supportive, that's helpful. I work with people with more experience that I have. So I can ask them questions, or I've been working with people that have less experience that I have. So I'm able to teach. So it's both frustrating, helpful, and supportive working as a team. But also working individually is like you challenge yourself. Working as a team is challenging, but still when you're working alone, it's challenging yourself and like trying to solve the problems by yourself, like figuring out things on your own. So it makes you grow in a harder way, but it still makes you grow. So both things are frustrating and also helpful.
Okay. Yeah, I can imagine like working by your own is more difficult because you don't have like no one to ask the questions. So yeah, like it's
And still, if you're working with someone, it is good if you try to find answers by yourself before, like, if you are going to do something and the first thing you do is like, oh, I don't know how to do it. Let's ask someone. It is good if you're like, okay, I don't know how to do it. Let's see. Okay, maybe this is the way of doing. You can ask someone like, hey, I was trying to figure out. This is what I came up with. They might say, oh, that's a good idea, but you can add this. Or they say, oh, no, that's the wrong way. Like, still, if you're working with a team, trying to find the solution is like a really big step.
All right. That's a really good advice. The next question is, what do you like least about your job?
Wow. I mean, honestly, sometimes it's slow because since projects work on their phases, like you talk with a client, then you might be waiting to get response. So you're like, okay, what is next? What can I do? Unless you are working in different projects, you keep yourself busy. But sometimes you have like 3 projects and maybe you submit everything and you are waiting for the client's decisions, the client's reviews or anything. You're like, what do I do next? But always it's a good idea to reach out to your supervisor and say like, hey, I don't have any tasks right now. What can I do? They usually put me on training, like any software training, or I need help with anything. So since I like to keep myself busy, when a project is slow, I'm like, okay, what can I do? But if you are in the right environment, there's always going to be people that will help you out.
Okay. So, I actually have a question about it. So sometimes like people have like projects, give you projects, and you have to give them different options. Like most of the time, do you always have to do that? Like give them different options?
It's like first, as I said, the project work for phases. So like first is schematic design. So you talk with the client on how things are going to be done. You start putting some things together to try to figure out what it is on their mind. They say, "Oh, that's what I wanted," or like, "Yes, but I needed to change this," or "I was thinking of like." It's not you don't always do options. It's just trying to accommodate the design according to the client's needs.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, sometimes there might be option like they don't know what they want. They say, I want a restaurant with 5 different stalls, like the spaces, but they don't know how to do it because they know what they want, but they don't know how to put it together. So you have to figure out in your expertise how to fulfill the client's needs. So sometimes they don't know, and you have options on your head, and you say, okay, Mira, you can either put the restrooms here, and there's, I don't know, the living room here. It depends on the project, but the living room here, or maybe you can put it in this way. Options in that way, like it doesn't have to be anything crazy.
Oh, okay.
Unless the client is like, I don't want this to happen like this. Like, okay, they are sure of how they want things to be done.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And this is the last question. What was your major in college?
Architecture.
All right.
But my minor was construction management. I wanted to combine both.
Oh, that's nice. I was thinking about it. Because I wanted to like also study civil engineering, but I don't know how you like study 2 careers at the same time.
I wanted exactly the same, architecture and civil engineering.
Yeah.
But in my country, Venezuela, civil engineering is the way to go. But here, you do construction management, which you add enough those courses that combined with architecture can give you that potential of managing both things. It doesn't have to be a whole career, but like an addition.
It's like more like a course than a career, right? Or not?
Not really, because it's like in architecture, I had to take, for example, 50 different courses.
Mm-hmm.
And when I add construction management as a minor, that adds me like 10 more courses. Like it's like another field that adds more to your knowledge.
Did you add that in your sophomore year, or when you started studying architecture?
I added it on my sophomore year.
Oh, okay. That's a good advice. Mm-hmm. And you graduated at the same time with both?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That's good to know.
I don't know on your school, but in my school, they had a schedule when they say you should take this semester these classes, this semester this class. Instead of you choosing, like it divides you the classes per semester, and mine had space for elective courses.
Yeah.
On those elective courses, I had the minor.
Oh, okay. Okay. I guess I'm gonna talk to an advisor about it. I wanted to know about it because I would like to do like kind of the same thing. That's really good.
Okay. It was good to help.
Thank you so much. It was nice.